And now we're on to World 2 now, which is the Donut Plains, which is going to introduce us to probably the most broken power-up in the Mario series. And I say series because this is almost game-breaking. This is the Cape Feather. Cape Feather allows you to fly, and with Yoshi, you can glide really high. Also, this world introduces us to the concept of multiple exits. If you see a world a level on the world map and it has a red dot to it, well, yeah, there's multiple exits that you have to find. So that is what we're going to have to do. Oh, I almost dropped it. This little bonus game here is that you have to hit the question mark blocks in the correct order. If you don't, you get the buzz. Didn't do that well. So let's go this way. Oh, ate that. Yoshi can really eat a lot of things. I didn't mention that earlier, but Yoshi can eat multiple things, except for Chowder and Chuck's here, which they really have no idea which game they're playing. They're in a football outfit, but they're throwing baseballs. You need to know. Why don't you learn which? I would say that is probably that's a weird baseball game. I'll tell you what. What? We're not wearing traditional uniforms? No, you are going to be wearing football uniforms while running and running for all the bases. Let's see if we can do this here. Now, this level tries to make you feel like you need to get another Switch Palace to get the secret exit, but no. If you grab a key and find a keyhole, you can go to another level. There's the secret exit there. But we'll go to that secret level later as we go after the other main exit to this level. So let's go! Yahoo! I don't need that! I can just fly everywhere! And it's like, you just get a lot of momentum by doing this. Like, you can, like, if there's no roof on a level, you can go ham wild on basically breaking the level in half. And this level proves it that there is secrets above there. And why is it everyone trying to go after me? Yoshi, calm down. You need to go this way. Oop. We'll go like that. Hit the Charge and Chuck. Which is weird that their only real other appearance, I believe, is it was in 3D World and Super Mario Odyssey on the rare occasion that he needed to appear. But otherwise, though, Charge and Chucks have been probably one of the rarest Mario enemies ever made. Alright, and we're now going into the second level of Donut Plains. Donut Plains 2 would introduce us to another gimmick of Mario World, Auto Scrolls. Now, this was introduced in Mario Brothers 3, but I feel like I think there's more. I think these are more frequent here than anything else. So, nope, we don't want to do that. Oh, no. Oh, I got another Cape Feather. That'd be useful. And so, I would feel though the auto scrolling in this game is kind of slow. Not gonna lie, but I feel like it always chugs. No, Yoshi. I can't save you now! The auto scroll won't let me! Oh, curse these bats! We got sweepers, or I don't remember what these bat names are, but these guys are annoying. But with the Cape Feather, you can technically break this. You have basically a projectile that is very reliable. Oh, there's a Charge and Chuck, and it's actually you kicking a football. Oh, that's very rare. Woo! Alright, so we have to use the Cape Feather to get up this way and hit this vine here. And we find that. A secret exit. What allows us to get to the Green Switch Palace. Probably the most useful Switch Palace in the game. We hit there at the right time, we can follow this shell here, and we can get a 1-up out of it. Woo! Oh, I missed it! Alright, the switch power. The power of this switch powers you have first will turn the dotted green blocks into solid, and your progress will also be saved. I would say this is the most useful block because green blocks always produce a cape feather out of it. While the yellow ones, I didn't mention earlier, the yellow ones actually produce a mushroom all the time. Now, there are 2 more switch palaces that we'll encounter later on, but for some rare reason, those question mark blocks, or those exclamation blocks, really don't hold anything except for basically helping you out with platforming. And that's about it. Because they don't give, because you would think that the red switch palace that we're going to encounter later would normally have, you know, the fire flower come out of it. But no, it does not happen. Which is really weird. And a weird and odd design choice. And again, the blue, well, I guess the blue one wouldn't have much of a use now, would it? Because it's, there's no extra power-ups in this game. As Yoshi gets, I would say, is probably the extra power-ups that only get from from eating green shells and whatnot. Or eating Koopa shells. Now you can go back up this pipe like we did before. Take this guy out. And you can cheese this level pretty quickly by just going through here and heading to the exit. I think I've never ever played the level all the way to the end. To the end of that auto-scrolling, because this really just beats the level all the way across. Pretty easy. And so we get to, after getting 100 bonus stars, we can get to this mini game here. If we do a little tic-tac-toe here. If I had gotten all stars, we can get all the lives. I only get 1. Oh. Oh yeah. That completes that. So now I'm going to go and complete the exit here for Donut Secret 1 to give us more motivation, more options to get around the world. We get introduced to our first water level with Cheep Cheeps, 2 variants of them actually. And probably one of the most annoying fish enemies in the Mario game, in this Mario game period. Rip Van Fish. Rip Van Fish. They're sleeping all the time. And if you get near them, they wake up. And when they do, they go after you. Like the jerks they are. Well, by technicality, you did wake up. Well, we did technically wake them up. Out of their sleep. So it's not the baddest of the ideas that we technically woke them up. But these guys can get really annoying. And look, I'm surprised it was not an enemy that they could be placed in Mario Maker. Because you think it would have. Since it's, you know, but it is technically a unique enemy to Mario World, really. Because you don't see Rip Van Fish anywhere else in the series. Oh, don't. Cheep Cheeps? No! Go away! Also, when you grab an item, for whatever reason, Mario just increases in speed. And he also constantly swims up. So that's what, if you see speedrunners, chuck that thing over that way. And we see here, this. Hit this right here. That's a secret exit right there. And so we get to that, but we'll head to that in a moment. Let's complete their actual real exit this time. I have to say that water levels are not that bad in this game, really, to be honest. Because since the Cape Feather and the Fire Flower are really useful in this game specifically, I really don't have much of an issue with the water levels in this game. Except for Rip Van Fish. Rip Van Fish can go die on a grill for all I care. Otherwise, though, I don't feel like I have any problems with the water levels, and they're very infrequent in terms of water stages. There's not very much of them, really, to be honest, because most of the time you're most likely not in the water at times. I don't even know why I'm carrying this thing here. Yeah! Yeah, here. Let's see, can I grab this? Yes, I can. Let's see if I can swim fast here to get through the level quicker. Yep. Come on, Ripvan Fish. Go away. Booyah! Oh, I'm not going to get that power up because it's swimming in the water. But there is that's a hidden mechanic you can do. That if Mario was hanging on to something, and he goes through the goal gate, a power up will appear. And now, we're now introduced to the first instance of ghost houses. Now, this is not the first iteration of boos, however. Boos were introduced in Mario 3, but this is where they only really appear, other than like an extended level coming on the end of the game. But this area we're going to is sort of a secret exit. Ghost houses, for the most part in this game, are technically a multi-exit level. And what we just did there was get to is probably the most useful area in this game, period. The top secret area. The top secret area allows you to refresh on power-ups and a Yoshi at any time, anywhere. So, take that at your leisure. So we can get whatever power we want when we want. So let's get into the ghost house. I didn't mention this before, but castles, fortresses, and ghost houses, Yoshi cannot enter. I don't remember what the idea was behind it. It's probably because sprite limitations or something like that. Probably so. But ghost houses are technically considered to be the trickster levels. But if you have a cape feather, like I'm trying to pull off right here without actually failing, go right here, boom. Level beaten. Wooyah! Dun 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 dun. Booyah! Level is done. And it allows us to go to Donut Plains 3. But we're not going to go to Donut Plains 3 just yet. We have an alternate path to get to level 3, and we got another ghost house for us. The Donut Secret Ghost House. Sometimes there might be a ghost house that may be off the beaten path or something like that. But also a sense that these ghost houses this one does have 2 exits. So make bear of that as well. It also introduces us to ghost boo buddies, which circle around in circles. And that's all they do. But this stage also introduced us to another enemy, the Big Boo. The Big Boo just acts normally like a normal boo, it's just that it's just bigger. There's really nothing different to it. But it's also to be considered, this is technically the only ghost house that actually has a boss fight in it. And it's kind of an interesting setup for this one. You go up here, to the platforms here, right at the end, hit the P-switch here, a door appears. We get in here, we get a boss fight. This is the Big Boo boss fight. Some may also say that this might be the first instance of King Boo, but come on now. Ah. Also, the fact is that it says this is the SNES version of the game. Oh, I missed. How did I miss? Yo! Yahoo! Got him! 3 hits and he's dead. Oh yeah! That's the only time in a ghost house where this happens. That there is a boss fight at the end of the game, or at the end of the level. By doing so, you get to the initial Star Road. Now, we're not going to be seeing Star Road for a good long while, because I'm going to leave that to be like the last exits we get to, the last levels we get to. So let's go back into here, and let's go after that other exit. Dun, 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 dun. Oh! Yo! Oh, this is very scary. I came in here as my small self. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Oh. Look at this. It's a goal! So now we have a... And since we don't have a cape feather, we have to do this, we have to complete this obstacle legitimately. There we go. Jump over that, and there we go. Hit this right here. We get a power up for our measure. Thank you very much, Ghost House. And make note of door of coins like that. More often than not, that's technically where the true exit to a ghost house is. Other doors you may find in ghost houses will only try to make you get yourself lost even further. But not to worry. The ghost houses, the opposite rooms you can go to, only really have the elusive dragon coins. And the dragon coins are just there to give you a 1-up, or if you want a completion bonus. But that's about it, though, really. 3 lives up, and we are already at 29 lives. Booyah! Continue to save, and we're going down to the pipe. And we get instance of Bowser Land that we're not going to get to for a good long while. And we're going to Donut Secret 2, which encounters the very rare ice level. Ice/snow level. Yoshi, go right there. And also, it's very slippery, apparently, because I'm trying to stand on the block, and it's not working. Yoshi, get on the block, and don't stop moving. There we go. Let's go, Yoshi! Huzzah! Blue. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, that was a hole. Skitty. Yep. Slide down the hills. Go right this way. Hit this. There. There's a coin there. Now, if you made it out to this coin block with the Starman, you get another Starman to use in the rest of the level. So bear that in mind. I wasn't fast enough, but that's all we need to do there. There we go. And bam! Another level done. And we're going through this level. We're going through this game pretty darn fast. I'm seeing I'm only like 30 minutes into the session, and I'm already almost completed World 2. But we're up to Donut Plains 3 at long last. Interest to the athletic theme of the game, which is interesting. And so we're jumping up like this, grab the coin. We also get used to a unique gimmick that Yoshi has. I mentioned this like briefly a little bit, but Yoshi has selective power-ups for his at his disposal. As you may have noticed, that this is like the first ever only time where there was. Oh. Yoshi, you ran into that. I'll just drop that there. But if Yoshi inhales a shell, that particular shell also has a unique ability attached to it. Green ones have no ability, as they truly are. The others acted like a normal projectile that it can expel. If Yoshi inhales a red shell, he spew out fireballs in a triple pattern of sorts. So make that to use at your leisure for that. Oh, I hit that wrong. Okay, got that one right. Oh. Off to the opposite side. The other power-ups is that if it's a yellow, there's also the yellow Yoshi shell. The Yoshi, I'm having tongue twisters. The yellow shell. If Yoshi inhales that, he gets a ground pound. So that's useful for that. And in fact, we saw earlier, if Yoshi ingests a blue shell in his mouth, he gets a flight. Ah! No! Yoshi! And then right there is the hyper shell. These things only appear randomly, and once they do, it gives Yoshi all the abilities of every shell in the game. So he has the ground pound, the flight, and when he expels this, fireballs. But we all know that the blue Koopas are technically the best Koopas because that gives Yoshi the ability to fly. Again, they really want this game to be like really open up and really broken in my honest opinion. So you'll usually find people playing this game basically expelling a Starman or starting their the shell in Yoshi's mouth constantly, so they can reset the counter, so you can keep flying normally. And fly! Don't need that! And boom ya! Level done! Booyah! Well, now we're on to Morton's Castle. It would be Morton Koopa, it would be Morton Jr. that would be considered his name from here on out. His fortress introduces us to a new enemy, the Thwimp, which are just a little smaller. They're just small thwomps with a really awkward pattern to get around. You gotta run out of levels. We're going too fast! We need to slow down first! We're also introduced to thwomps as well, as they are just a really heavy rock enemy. Also, I see right there, I was thinking of Mario Maker controls there. I was hitting the ZL button to spin jump. No, it is the A button. Jump over here and do like this. You have to watch out for moving platforms, as they will crush Mario at the second it happens, so watch out for that. But most probably Mario's abilities are really interesting, actually. Like, he has his normal jump and everything, but his spin jump is new to this game. Which is, the spin jump here is really weird, is that it can spin jump on top of spikes, or at least the buzzsaws. Now, I don't think that was a bug. Was that a bug? I am trying to remember if that was or not, but it really makes making over spiked platforms kind of a non-issue for Mario. Like that. And the green block here actually helps us out to get around this platforming challenge right here really easily. Also, the fact is that the green switch is the best switch palace. Almost nearly now, after every castle, at the end of it all, there usually is a green block that you can use to get a double power-up to or a power-up to use in order to actually get the final the boss. And that goes Morton. It is pretty quick. Normally, if you didn't hit Morton, he would go up to the top of the level and basically try to land down on top of you. But we didn't let that to happen. There you go, Egg. Now let me go kick this castle down. Yeah! Yahoo! Yeah! Morton Castle Jr. of Castle 2 is now just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome, where traps await Mario in this new world. What will become of Princess Toadstool? Probably like everything else. You know how it is.